What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Mario B coming at y'all with our draft analysis for the BBL Season 8. Very happy and very excited to be invited back. And if y'all are too, make sure to leave a like down below. And as always, if y'all are brand new, definitely consider subscribing. We are this close to 250 subscribers, man. It's crazy. 247, I think, if I'm not mistaken at the moment. So yeah, big shout out to Matt O'Shea. He's running the league. He also invited me to come back to the league, and I said hell yeah, let's do it, because I'm excited, man. I really want my redemption in Ubers. I really think that I can do well in this format. You know, the format that, if you've been catching our channel in the past, we haven't had the most success with in the past 2 seasons, but I went like this. You didn't see my thumb? It was cut off, but I went like this. In the past 2 seasons we haven't been doing the best, and I really feel like we can. So hopefully this is the team to do it. I really feel confident in this build, and I really like the synergy, and I hope that y'all do too. So yeah, let's just go over the draft. So your boy ended up getting #1 pick after calling it in stream. I manifested it. I closed my eyes. I was in the draft stream like, I am getting pick #1, Lego. And what do you know, I got pick 1. So of course, if you get pick 1, you kind of have to draft either Marshadow or Xerneas, right? Y'all catch our last season of BBL, we drafted Xerneas. I fuck with it. Xerneas is a beast. Choice band, choice specs, any other way you can go. It's amazing. It's amazing. I give it to it. It's amazing. But your boy wanted to try something new, and you know me, I mentioned this every draft analysis. I'm a fiend for the dark psychic fighting core, right? Dark psychic / ghost fighting core. So I really wanted to go with Marshadow. So I went with Marshadow. 25 points out of our total 130 points gone. Only Uber I could choose for this draft, so the rest of this draft is not going to contain no Ubers, but Marshadow is good enough. Amazing Mon. Amazing Mon, man. Base 125 speed and attack. Technician ability, gets Shadow Sneak. It also gets that other priority Sucker Punch as well. Gets Spectral Thief, so you can't really set up on it, and hits super hard with close combat. Not very much things can switch into this, so I thought amazing. Let's go ahead and pick it up. Also, I will have custom color textures for these mons by week 1 for sure. I don't have them right now, but I will have them by week 1. So Marshadow, amazing mon. Like I said, base 125s, and just gonna be hitting super hard this season, and hopefully I can get it to kill leader. That'd be pretty cool, actually. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. So after this, I wanted to pair it up with a really powerful psychic type. You know, ghost fighting psychics always pretty clean, or dark if you can get it, but I really wanted a psychic, and there was a mon still on the board. I know a lot of the Ubers are dragons, so I really wanted a fast dragon, and I ended up scoring our homie from last season to Jetstream the Latios, which I think is which I think is really cool. You know, and I think something that I'm really good at too is not only keeping this thing to a special moveset, right? Like last season I ran Dragon Dance a good majority of times, so I think that being able to have this mon so diverse, it also gives us defog, which is really nice. You know, three attacks defog, Calm Mind, Roost, all that good stuff, right? Dropping Dracos super hard, gets Psychic, gets Psy Shock, gets Shadow Ball, gets all that good stuff, Energy Ball, Mystical Fire too, so it can beat down those steel types this season. I think is really nice. So went ahead and picked up Latios. After this, I figured that we kind of needed a check to the fairies. Because fairies, right? Marshadow doesn't break them down the best, and neither does our Latios. So I figured, what's a good check to the fairy types that we could use? And I never used this mon before, so I was really interested in doing so. So I went ahead and picked up Heatran, baby. Heatran. Very excited to use Heatran. It gives us a rocker, our first rocker on the squad, and gives us that fairy check, right? Like fairies can't really break this thing down, especially defensive. Tapu Koko ain't breaking it down. Lele has to run Focus Blast, and I can run Chople Berry. Xerneas, right? It can run close combat, but if it runs close combat, it has to beware of Flame Body. I get the Flame Body, so I can get the burn on it. I can always run Chople Berry too. What other like prominent fairies are there in the meta here? Let me see. Togekiss will not beat this thing, even with Aura Sphere. Clefable will not beat this thing. Wink. Tapu Fini might beat this thing. Tapu Fini is probably the only fairy I can think of that can beat this thing. We got something for Tapu Fini. Don't worry about that, alright? And Magirna doesn't want to see this thing either. Shuckle Berry, baby. We got Earthquake, Psych, got the Shuckle Berry, knock you out with a Magma Storm in return. But yeah, Heatran, really powerful mon, and I think that it could put in a lot of work here for us for the season of BBL. So after this pick, I was thinking, hey, you know what, dragon types are kind of scary. Like, I do check them offensively, but how do I check them defensively, right? And all the fairies were going, and I might have got the worst fairy. Like, a lot of people are talking smack to me about this fairy, but I really think that it could prove its worth this season in the BBL if I use it right. So we went ahead and picked up Clefable, baby. Clefable, baby. Yes, I know I just said Heatran can beat Clefable, but we ended up getting it, so we can't get beaten by a Heatran. But yeah, it gives us Wish, you know, Wish Teleport, which is really nice. Gives us another form of rocks. Good Calm Mind user as well. In this meta, you know, can switch in. The bad thing is, it can't switch in on most dragon types, man. That's the worst thing. Like, I drafted it and then I started doing some calcs, and then I started seeing that, like, man, Clefable really isn't a check. But I think the thing that adds so much value to Clefable is going to be that Unaware ability. If like a dragon starts sitting up on my face, like, that's fine. Like, let's sack something and let's bring in Clefable with Unaware, and you can't, like, Clefable's eating one hit from any mon in the game after rocks. Like, I don't think there's one dragon. Maybe Dialga is the only thing I can think that could possibly one-shot this that can one-shot this mon from full. That's the only one. But yeah, otherwise, other than that, I think it's pretty much unkillable in one hit. Unaware is really solid. Can hit it with a Moonblast, gets Flamethrower, can check most of the fairies in the format too. But I really think Unaware is where this thing's bread and butter is, and I think it's where it provides the most utility for this specific team. But yeah, after this, I got Wheel. Like I said, I had first pick, so I picked up Marshadow. It went down, it came back up. I got Latios, Latios, Heatran. It went back down, came back up. I got Clefable, and then I went ahead and got Zarude, which I think is a really good mon here. Hear me out. So I didn't have a Ghost Resist right before this, because, you know, Marshadow and Latios are both weak to the fairies, which I got Heatran for, and they're both weak to Ghosts. So look, Zarude right here. Another thing I noticed about my team right now is that I can't break bulky waters, right? Bulky waters are like super hard for my team to break down at the moment. So I think grabbing Zarude for that Ghost Resist for helping to break down bulky waters gives us a base 105 speed tier, which I think is super nice. Now it goes from 125 to 110 to 105, which I think is super solid, and it does get access to U-turn, giving us our first pivoting mon here. So I really like Zarude. I think the fact that you can edit your logo on its cape, which I'm gonna do for the custom color texture, I think is super sick too. Gets access to Darkest Lariat, which means that vocal mons aren't that scary. Close combat, Darkest Lariat, Power Whip, which is like a truck. This thing also gets jungle healing, so own recovery as well. I think it also cures your status, if I'm not mistaken, which I think is super sick. So Zarude here, I think really fitting the synergy of this team and coming in all together. Again, went down, bang. I think we had 12 coaches this season, so went down 11 picks, another 11 picks, so 22 picks, and then it came back up to me, and I was thinking, like, what do I want right now, right? I wanted another rocker, I wanted a grounded poison, and I was really torn between Tentacruel or this mon that I have right here. And the reason why I wanted Tentacruel was because I figured my team, okay, sorry, let me repeat myself. I wanted Starmie. Like, originally I wanted Starmie, right? It was perfect. Fits in the 115 tier, 125, 115, 110, 105. It fits perfect. But then I was like, damn, like, my team is going to be so weak to U-turn. Like, Zarude, Latios, and Starmie, that's just like... And then I do have the Flame Body on Heatran, but that would just mean that I would have to, like, draft, like, Static Mon later on. So I was like, nah, I can't do the Starmie. Let's do Tentacruel. Resist to U-turn, gives us T-Spikes, gives us Rapid Spin, right? But Tentacruel, it's kind of ass in Ubers. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of ass. So I figured, like, hey, you know, so I was like, okay, no poison type. I'll get another Rapid Spinner later on in the draft. Let's focus on this grounded poison, right? And I had a lot of success with this mon last season, and I think it's really nice. So let's go ahead and pick up... Sorry, baby. But this wasn't the pick that it was in my head, but it still works out to what I was saying, because we did have this mon last season and it actually does give us rapid spin as well. So I was like figuring like, okay, no Tentacruel, I'll grab these 2 mons instead, right? So I grabbed Blastoids. Of course, Blastoids is so thick, right? Super thick. If you caught one of our last games at the end of last season, we also played against Gray Jack, and we brought Shell Smash Blastoids, and that thing put in an insane amount of work. People sleep on Shell Smash Blastoids, which I think is crazy. So this gives us our second form of removal in rapid spin, number 1 being Defog with Latios, right? And yeah, a Shell Smash potential threat. We already have the custom color texture for this. It's like a navy green, like olive green. And yeah, I just think it's super nice. Can be the defensive wall, especially defensive wall that we need that week. This thing wall Necrozma Dawn Wings and beat it 1v1. Remember that. Next was the mon that I was originally going to say, which is Nidoking, baby. El Rey coming back for our season. And he's going to put in a lot of work too. Gets access to T-Spike. This thing can be ran both physical and special with Poison Jab, Earthquake, Earth Power, Sludge Wave, Ice Beam, Fire Blast, you name it. It gets Fire Punch too, if I'm not mistaken, right? All right. I don't look like an idiot right now. Yep, gets Fire Punch. Easy with it. Dragon Tail. Even like Focus Sash lead, Nidoking is really good in this format. I think T-Spikes goes a long way too. If you don't have a grounded poison, you know, you will be punished unless your defogger is above the ground or it's rocking heavy duty boots. So I think Nidoking could be really good here. I liked using it a lot last season. I think Latios, Blastoids, and Nidoking, having them last season was really nice, and I think bringing them back for this season is going to be able to allow me to team build a little bit more comfortably with these mons since I've used them before. And yeah, I just think it's really nice. So that was that wheel pick. The way back down, this mon was still on the board, so I was like, you know what, I gotta take it, right? I gotta take it. And it was Raikou. I really like Raikou here. It solidifies that 115 base here that I wanted with Starmie earlier. It gives us another form of momentum in Volt Switch. Also sub Calm Mind. It gets Scald, Aurasphere this generation. I don't know why I couldn't say that. And last season, Liv wrecked me with this mon. Last season, Sir Jorge the Great, it got traded to Sir Jorge the Great. He almost wrecked me with this thing. I think it's just so good in this format. It gets access to Toxic as well, which is really nice, and it's super fast. Toxic Protect can be a viable set. Volt Switch, Calm Mind, all that good stuff. And like I said, bulky waters with Zarude and this thing around are not really going to be scary, especially that Tapu Fini, right, that we were talking about earlier. Not going to be a threat because of this spawn. And I just think that Raikou is super nice and fits super nice with this squad. And yeah, pretty solid overall. So next, I was like, damn, you know what? Zarude might not be enough of a ghost resist, right? I need another one. So what did I pick up? Boom. Explode, baby. Sorry about that, Mike. Explode. I had to pick it up. Explode is super nice here, being our ghost resist. Also launches off fat ass boom burst with Scrappy, so there's no ghost switching in on me safely. This thing is really thick, actually. Like with an assault vest, it actually like can take hits from Xerneas. It could take hits from like a lot of Ubers, actually, like Dialga too. I was running calcs with Dialga. And yeah, I'm not really scared of this thing. I'm not really scared of what else this thing can like do. Let me see, what other Ubers are there? Darm, this thing eats a hit from Darm. This thing's just thick. Giratina, it can wall. Even if it's like Will-O-Wisp, Hex, it can wall. Hex won't work, actually, now I think about it. And yeah, Ho-Oh, it takes a hit from if it's not branded. Braybird, Naganadel, like this thing's just thick, and this thing eats hits for days. So Exploud, I really liked. I think it was, I want to say Zeke last season who used it against me, and I was just surprised at how thick this thing was. So really cool. It gets access to Endeavor, gets access to Fire Blast, Surf, Ice Beam, Blizzard, Boom Burst, like I said. So I think this mon's going to be overall very good and prove its worth. So right now, our team is a little ground weak. I had one more pick in the draft. I had 6 points left after this specific mon. I figured let's go ahead and pick up another ground resist, which is going to be the Rotom Frost. So Rotom Frost makes its way onto the squad, being a ground resist, giving us another pivot, giving us Volt Switch, giving us what did I say, ground resist already, right? And a defogger, there you go, another defogger as well. So that's going to be the overall squad. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. I feel like it's a very solid squad overall, I'm not going to lie. And I feel like we can put in some work this season. Hopefully it's a 9-week season, so hopefully we can you know, finish off in playoffs. That's the goal this season, just to make playoffs and see how far we can go in it, right? So let me know what's your favorite mon in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think our record's going to be this season. I'm going to aim for like a 7-2 record, 7-2-6-3 record. I'm really going to try to build very nice, especially with all my classes ending and me only taking one class in the winter. I feel like I'm going to have a lot more time to dedicate to prep. So it should be really, really exciting. Let me know your favorite mon. Leave a like down below if you are supporting your Rolle Street Rillabooms for this season of the BBL. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.